agarrado de las manos, no quiero seguir así, déjame vivir. No quiero seguir así, con las lágrimas de ti, como un flor secando y secando. No quiero ser así. Es un mundo raro, un mundo exclusivo, viviendo por otros, viviendo lo mismo, un mundo sin aire, un mundo perdido, así.
I would say Gemma Castro is, she's a performer, she's a person, she's feminine, she is emotional, first generation, queer, vulnerable, and she loves to sing and has a lot of stories to tell. And she has a lot of I think experience in different places and is ready to kind of cross over and blur lines between a lot of worlds that haven't rubbed against each other, that it's time to rub against. Friction.
Like when I started out like trying to make music, like you know how some people's high schools like they have a band, you know, there's this our friends have a band. It was never like that here. And I went to Mayfair High School. There wasn't really any bands. Like everybody was like a rapper, or like you had the producer, you know, they were like making beats and stuff, you know, SoundCloud rappers was like the thing, you know. I didn't have like people in bands around me. So like my first time recording, like my friends, Eze and Trevion made a rap album. And they just like downloaded all these instrumentals and like were like, Gemma, can you sing a hook? Not until then, when I was able to like dictate more, like articulate musically who I was, that I was able to start communicating with like say guitarists and bass players and stuff. Like I wasn't able to do that until I had my own voice. That was a problem before, because before I had my own beats, before I had my own demos and stuff, I didn't really have a voice, you know, even though I have a particular singing style. People would just try to fit me into their songs, you know, like this is a, you know, because everybody has like their own little universe of music they're writing, you know. So that was a thing. I would go everywhere, but everybody knew I was a good singer, you know, but they're like, how can you fit into this landscape? Yeah. And I started, you know, it was great, but I started to be like, but I like this, but I have an idea, you know.
On Ableton, so I just like fucked around with that and made that, and I was like, Gemma would sound pretty fire over this.
Cute. Well, yeah. I think we're almost out of time, so we should play it.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm living only to stay alive, breathing only to get by, living only to stay alive. I had been always writing music, like like I remember in high school, like in math class, I'd be like writing little like lyrics, you know, all the time, like always like having lyrics a lot. So for me, it's always been like this storyteller, vocalist, like I have this story I want to tell, and I know I'm a good singer, so I can express it with my voice. But it was always kind of like finding more of like the landscape, you know, that it's going to exist in musically. But for me, the first landscape was beats, you know, electronic. That's what I had access to. And I was trained on the piano, so, you know, a lot of beats and electronic music is MIDI. So it allowed me access quickly and to start like creating worlds.
Autumn comes around, I'll finish with my song. This endless bit of waiting will all be gone.
I did some keyboard sounds on this with this. But I feel like my specialty has been like just like vocal arrangements and sampling stuff.
You layer like 3, 4 vocal. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm like a choir nerd. Like I was in choir a lot growing up, and so I feel like I always like hear a lot of voices in my music. So yeah, like when I first got this, I was mostly using it just to like record a lot of voices for people and stuff. But yeah, this is kind of like what it looks like when I'm like starting to, I guess, write down the song.
I think naturally, like most people have had a journey, you know, and artists have had so many journey. Like you have many etapas, you know, and I've had several, you know, before what you're seeing now. The universe is my imagination, and my vision has existed in musically has been very diverse, and like the thing is those worlds, the thing is they don't really collide a lot of times. Now, recently, I've been gaining more acceptance of myself and being able to like just let that out in my music. Before, I used to be like, how am I going to make this work? How can I make a song that's like very much like this or very much like that? Or what is like the techno world going to think of this like a bolero song or ranchera, you know? And I feel like more and more I'm starting to like lose desire to have control over that, you know? I feel like, you know, as an artist, you want to know that it's going to do well, or you know that you want people to understand it. But I think that I am finally gotten to this place where I have no desire to control it, you know, because I know I don't have control. It's messy. I've accepted that I'm messy, you know, like my vision is going to be all over the place because that's like what I've experienced, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ideally, I would want them to enjoy the music, you know, and like, you know, appreciate it and everything. But I think more like, aside from all that, like I just want them to see someone who's really going for it, like to see what that looks like for someone to really like go for it all the way and believe in themselves. Like that's like the most beautiful thing you could see. I think that's why people go to shows. So yeah, I mean, the music obviously I feel like is a big expression. It's a big offering, and it's very like, you know, it's real. It's me. So it's vulnerable, and it's maybe a little uncomfortable for some people possibly who don't like vulnerability, but I think more than anything, if you don't get anything out of it from the music, you should see what it looks like when someone's going for it, you know? I think that's, you know, and that is inspiring, you know, and it's powerful. So if anything, like experience how it looks like.